Hello everyone, sorry for the delay. My phone that I use to go live has decided to not work tonight, and then also my phone that I don't use, that I use for a phone, doesn't rotate. So now we have a really long, skinny kind of thingy on the sorry, technical difficulties. Technology is great when it works well, isn't it? So let me get this up here for everybody to see, so I can see if anyone does pop on. I've been sick all week, and so haven't got any time, haven't done any crafting, haven't got any time to prepare anything. So we're going to do one of the new sketches that's in our Christmas mini catalogue, and we're just gonna, I haven't cut anything, we're just gonna do it all together. And so hopefully my voice holds out. And so I'm going to flip you down and I'll show you where to find the templates. I haven't added them to my template thing yet, but I plan on doing that. And so there's actually some scrapbooking ones in here, as well as some card making ones. So those are some good options if you want, and some tags. Alright, so let me just flip you down and hopefully not turn you over. And I just have to realign myself now because my phone is not going the right way. Okay, so let me put you down. My stand is so used to being at a certain height that it doesn't like going down anymore. Okay, so on page 14 of the catalogue, which is this catalogue here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card sketches, 5 tag sketches, and 5 scrapbook layouts, which you could use easily as card layouts if you wanted to, especially if you were doing a bigger 6x6 card or something like that. But so I was just having a look at this and I thought, have I got this one or this one? So let's do a Christmas card. We may be able to do both, but we will be doing a sketch. So I'll just leave that there for you to have a look at so you can see the other options. We've done this one before. I quite like that one too, with the layered circles. So that one, actually one of those two, because we'll give that a go. Alright, paper. Let's use that one. Oh no, that's not Christmas. That's not Christmas. That's Christmas. Okay, so just kind of got some Christmas paper. So let's use a little bit of, even though it's not technically Christmas, some of that because it's pretty. Could be a birthday. Oh, I haven't used that one. Could be a birthday. Could be that peaceful one is really nice, but I'm going to start with this. We'll see how we go for time. So I'm 15 minutes late, thank you to technology. So this is the North Pole delivery, and you get 2 sheets of punch out die cuts, which this is from my paper share. So I punched out some of each of those and put them in the paper share for the people that did that with me. So that was really good. Then this one here means that I have, we've got foxes, rabbits and bears and dogs in post vehicles or in trucks. So annoying having my paper like my phone like that. Postage, dogs, letters, more letters, and a check. And then we've got some snowy houses, letterboxes, bears, which are cute, and then just sort of soft. So the colours in this are black, Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, Grey Granite, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, and Very Vanilla. Okay, so let me, I don't want to lose that. Let's do this one, and we'll have some of the designer series paper back patterns as our squares. So that one and that one, although that's white and that's vanilla. That's got weird. I just suddenly had a really awful feeling that I wasn't on my page, but I am. Please let me be on my page. Yep. Okay. Please do say hi if you're there. 1, 2. So in this pack you get five sheets, 5 designs. I think it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you get 2 of each, and then your 6th one is the die cut. So let's go. Let's go a little bit traditional, and we'll go red and green, and I'm going to cut 2 of those. No, I'm going to go. Let's go up a bit, and we're going to use you can tell when I haven't been well because I haven't packed away my stuff from the Stamp Club on Monday night. Let's just go vanilla. Let's go vanilla. And we're going to use these squares. And then put that over there. I'm feeling very disorganized, which is probably a good thing that I've got no one watching tonight. So we don't sell this anymore, but I still had it in my stash, so I'm going to use it, which is the thick vanilla. So 14.85. So just normal vanilla or thick white would work, which whatever, and then score at 10.5. I'm going to do that like so. And then using these 2, oops, actually maybe that one and that one could be a good contrast. I'm just trying to think. I'm going to have one of them as a vanilla one, so I wonder if I go, so that's quite white, that's vanilla. 1, 2, 3, and then I have a white one on the front. So I'm going to cut this. I want 1, 2, 4. So we have 4 pieces at, if we say 6 centimeters squared. So I want to cut it. That one doesn't matter so much. I'm going to do that one. I want it this way. So I'm going to pop it in, cut it. Now I just like to make sure that my paper is straight, so I'll push it all the way through. I'm going to come to 6 centimeters and make sure that it is flush against the side, and I have to get better at going this way I don't trust myself to make sure that it stays straight. So I actually cut from the back. 6 centimeters. So we've got 3 of those. And then I want a piece of vanilla, which is going to be my stamping piece. Do I have a bit? That might work. I know on the design it has 6, yes. It has a banner thing, but I'm going to just go with this for now. So we've got our 3 and then 1 at the bottom. So I'm just going to go and cut them on, actually get the mini one and bring it over. You can just leave them as squares, but I like the stitching around it, so I'm going to cut it with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I've got my little mini one here, which works really nicely on the desk when you've got something like this to do. I mean, you could definitely mix and match it. If you're not familiar with this idea, sometimes it can be a little bit tricky getting shapes through nice and easily when you've got a strong edge against them, especially if they're stitched. But if you angle them on your plate, it means it only has to grab a little bit at a time, and then it can take through the rest quite easily, as opposed to actually having to crunch through as a piece that is solid. I'll show you what I mean. Now this one I want to get square. So if you pop it that way, it's got to get all of that and get it to bite, and then cut at the same time. A slight angle off to the side is all you need for it to smoothly run through. Oops, wrong way. And then if you wanted to, you've got these cute little frames that you could use for something around if you're using a plain cardstock, you could put those banners around them just to give them a little bit of something. I don't think I'll bother with my card today, but I hope everyone's had a good week. As I said before, we've been a bit under the weather. I came home from work early on Tuesday to because I was really not feeling great, and then I think Wednesday I had off, and then Thursday and Friday I was like, yeah, no, I'm coming, and then I got out of bed and I did not make it to work. Now part of me wants to put another panel there and emboss it. What do we think? Let's give it a go. So I'm going to make this 10, no, I'm going to make it 9.5. So if I've gone down 1 full centimetre from there, I'm going to go down to 13.85 here. Just 1 full centimetre. Hi Alison, how are you? Alright, I'm just going to emboss this through the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. Whoopsie. And I'm going to use the brick one. Where have I put that? There it is. Exposed brick is the folder that I'm going to use. And it's just a soft, subtle one. and put my embossing powder in the wrong way on Monday. It's a bit curled up. Need to find something weighty to put it on. It. Alright, so just a little bit of texture. We don't want too much. We don't want to take away from... Alison, we're just doing a sketch today because I've been homesick all week and I haven't got myself organised. So we're just going to do that, and I'm using... Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Special Delivery or something. Designer Series paper to make a little Christmas card. So we're going to pop this on. So we are doing this one here. Except I'm not putting the label on, I don't think. I want to have, and I don't know if I'm going to stack them all so beautifully either. I want to have a bit of a gap there, and then that one there. And so maybe that needs to go around. Maybe I will put that on. What do you think? That one or the green? Or maybe the green. Maybe that's too much green. That one. I know, they're so good, aren't they, Alison? They just kind of get you like doing something out of your normal. So these ones are in the mini catalogue, and actually I'm going to pop them over like this. I'm going to stick that down. I'm going to pop that there. Nope, I need to put that up a bit more because I still want to be able to see that paper, but I want to have that there like that. And then I'm going to stamp my sentiment on there, or my what do you call it, image on there. What am I going to say? Those ones. Where did I put it? Nope. And just get my ink pads. Garden green, let's go there, because I think that's the green. I was just saying, I don't think that's not what I want. I don't know, I haven't packed away my stuff from Monday's class, and so I don't know where everything's gone. That wasn't very smart. So we're going to, no, that's not what I want either. Where the heck? Textured notes. Okay, I had a Christmas stamp set that I was going to use. Let's glue that on. Let's glue this on. Have you had a nice weekend, Alison? Or a nice week, sorry. Put that on. I really like tone on tone, or white on white, vanilla on vanilla. just with then when you emboss it, it just gives it a nice frame around the edge. And then and that's going to go there with that there. So as long as we get that in the right place. Whew. Suddenly feel very hot. I'm impressed that I managed to get that quite square, to be honest. It's a cute little animals. Maybe that's it. No. And have that there. So I think I might just glue this. So the good thing about cutting our paper down too is that at least if we cut the paper down to the size that we want it, a little bit off, at least then if we want to use the outside. Oh yeah, I can understand that, but that sounds really nice that you had people, your cousins, staying. It's nice to be able to have that contact still. Okay, textured notes, no. Style shapes. Can I not put it away in the right place? Not in there. Not in there. Because I tried to be quite organised with my classes for the next couple of months. I've got everything everywhere. And then oh, there it is. I'm going to put my stamp set in the wrong basket. I had 2 for my stamp club, which was on Monday night. I have 2 for my class that's coming up on Sunday with the black and white and gold, and then I've done the samples for I've done the samples for the November class. Got them all in their boxes and stuff, which means a lot of my stamps are away in other containers. Oh, that's nice that they'll come all this way. Alright, I don't think I need a tree. Maybe just sending Christmas wishes, maybe. Let's have a look. I quite like this, but I don't know if it, oh yeah, it will fit. So sending Christmas wishes does too. I've been noticing a difference in temperature over here though. To what they're used to, I'm sure. Nice for them to have somewhere to stay while they're here though. So that's going to go there. I'm going to pop that on there. So I'm going to pop my little square on an angle so that I can give it what would be kind of straight, which looks like it's not straight, but then when I pop it in here it's a bit straight. So then let's put some little stars because I don't think I haven't kind of really thought about, I should have put some, I haven't got the baubles, I think are too big for that sentiment. I think my garden green needs a little bit of a re-ink. That's okay. The only thing with green glue is when you change your mind about where you want to put it, it stays sticky for a little while. But I'll show you a little trick. So put that there. I get a little embossing buddy that we use for heat, and you just pop it on, and there you go, not sticky anymore. Jewel juice. So that is our card for tonight. Oh, okay, yeah. It's been really bad the last couple of years with the weather, hasn't it? Being changeable all the time. I think places like Dunedin and down south just get that consistent, from what I can see anyway, just get that consistent weather that they're used to, but Auckland has just been yeah, crazy different. Alrighty, well, that is our card tonight. So if you want to have a go at making it, or if you want to have another look at the sketch that we did, we are doing this one here. Oh, my phone just went all funny. Whoops, there we go. So that's the one I did. I just didn't put the tag on. I used the last of the 4 squares to pop my sentiment on. That's on page 14 of the Christmas mini catalogue, or the September to January mini catalogue. And yeah, these would actually be quite cool as a card too. You could swing that around like that on a card base. They'd make a funky card, and then have something in the middle. The vanilla gets lost, but anyway. No, don't have to throw away your scraps. Okay, that's true, Alison. Spring is just so unreliable, isn't it? You just never know what you're going to get in spring. It's always quite wet though. So yeah, I think I didn't check. I will do the wheel, spinning wheel next week after this week's, because I missed last week, so we'll just do the week before last and then this week's draw at the same time. And I will go because I'm about to have a little coughing episode again. But I will see you next Sunday. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you have a go at the sketch. So that's my card, and that's the little sketch from the catalogue that we were following along with. But like everything, when you do a sketch or when you case something, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. Put your own spin on it. Alright, I will see you later. Sorry, get my hands in the right place. And I will see you next Sunday. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.